Hello everybody. Today I would like to talk with you about the difference between a good concert and a truly transformative musical experience. Performing a piece of music is really like bringing across a truly sublime message. As an interpreter, I search for that message so that I can bring it across to you, my dear audience. I completely immerse myself in the character of the composer and his or her times. I find out who the composer was befriended with, who they hung out with, what kind of circumstances they lived in, what times they lived in, what were the politics like, and what was history like, what was life like at the time, and what did the composer try to express in his or her piece. And how do I do that? It's really like a treasure hunt. I look, of course, at the history, but I also look at the score because the composers wrote everything about their pieces into the score, of course. And it is reading every note, it is reading every indication, but it's also reading between the lines there a little bit. It is a funny thing because we interpreters have to speak through another person. We are the voice of another person, and we are actually trying to transfer something that's highly emotional onto you. But do we as the performer have to become this other person, this composer? Do we have to actually be the composer? Or how much of the whole package is still us? That is a very tricky question. I do like to think about it like a special phenomenon that happens. It's that phenomenon that also happens when we are in a truly fantastic relationship, where the sum of the two people in that relationship are really bigger than just two. And where each person rises above him or herself just on account of being in that relationship. That's also what happens when a great performance is happening, where the performer becomes one with the piece, becomes one with the composer. That's a moment that is unforgettable. But nowadays, music industry has put a great focus on the persona of the performer. It's that glitz and glam factor that I was talking about in my previous talk about Understatement. And I think that actually sadly distracts a little bit exactly from that essence of music and from the message that I so much care about. So I would like to invite you to focus on the message of music and to take away what is absolutely unique in music, namely a transformative experience.